Excuse me. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Derek from Big D Smokehouse. And today's video, like yesterday's, is going to be a little different. Someone had asked me to do a review on the Pit Boss, what I thought so far. So, what I'm going to do is my kind of review / would I buy it again? So, and away we go. And we're back. So this is going to be my review / would I buy it again, knowing what I've known now and cooked on it, review of the Pit Boss 1150 Pro Series. Without dragging it out, like I said in my previous video, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. That was on my Dyna-Glow 5 burner with Sear Plus. Without dragging it out, would I buy it again? Knowing what I know and done the cooks that I've done. Yes, I would. I would buy this again. But with that said, I do have a couple of issues. And I probably have mentioned this in another video as well. To kind of backtrack, I've cooked a pork butt. That took a good 13 or so hours, 12, 13 hours to cook. I've cooked a whole 20-pound turkey on this. That took a good 9 hours. And we're talking between 225 and 250 for temp. I've cooked country-style ribs, baby back, St. Louis. I've done a number of cooks on this, and my impression is yes, I would definitely buy this again. But with that being said, like I said, kind of repeating myself, I live in a colder environment here in Maine, and if you don't have that heat shield / blanket for more than likely all pellet grills, but I can only go by this one, the one that I have, you're going to have a hard time maintaining temp during a cold day. And I'm not talking a cold day. At least to us Mainers, not a cold day. I'm talking in the 50s, like 50, 51, 52 to mid 50s. This thing had a hard time maintaining temp. But that's probably the same with all pellet grills in a colder environment. So what I'm going to do is probably invest in a blanket, because I don't plan on moving from Maine for a little while. I'm going to be up here. I'm born and raised up here. I've been to other places, lived in a few other places, but born and raised here in Maine. So, yes, I would buy it again, but with the stipulation knowing that I've got to get a heat shield or a heat blanket with it. The temperature, the PID control, works great. I do have to send it back to Pit Boss. Because it doesn't go in 25 increments, and I know that they replace the PIDs. I do know that you can send it out, and they'll send you one back with 25 or maybe even 10 degree increments. But I don't like how it goes from 225, 250, jumps right up to 300. There's no 275. I can't go to 235. I can't go to 240. You know what I'm saying. So I wish that it came with that. I wish you didn't have to send the PID there. But as in maintaining temp, once it gets there, awesome. I've only had to fill this thing twice, and that's with some long cooks too. I like the fact that probes came with it, 2 of them instead of just 1. I have my own setup, but still, I like the fact that it came with it. It doesn't burn through pellets. This was full right to the top of here on my pork butt. And that was, I did two 10-pound pork butts and a 20-pound turkey. And that's all it used right there. So, I still got a good 2 or 3 cooks depending on what I want to cook in that. So I can't complain there. That's been great. Like I said, the PID is awesome. It is. You just set it and forget it. But if it's on a colder, windy day, you are going to have to bump that temp up 25 degrees more than what you want it to. And then it will stay there. But I've also cooked on a warm day. And it stayed right there. The entire time for my ribs, it stayed there and did not move. The grease trap works good. I gotta empty that. It's about halfway full. I like the fact that gray right there, because I've still got a little bit of grease I gotta clean out right there. This tray on the bottom can come out. I enjoy that. There's the rack for up top. I've used it a couple times, but most of the time it stays below. Yeah, I can't complain. Stack, no leaks anywhere. Out all around it. I've had no issues with the plug-in. I've had no issues. I haven't had to empty any pellets out yet because I burnt through my apple. And then I went straight to the hickory, the apple and oak combined. So I haven't had any issues with that at all. I've had no issues with this thing rolling away on me. I know that I'm on a concrete pad out in my patio, but still, it's got a lock on the wheels. It's definitely been worth the money for this $11.50. I got it through Lowe's online because they didn't have one up here in Maine at the time. And I'm trying to think of what else that I'm missing. Like I said, you just gotta maintain your stuff. This right here, yes, I've got to clean this out. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but I just have to clean it. You got to maintain your stuff. And if you maintain your equipment, your smokers, your grills, your pellet grills, whatever it is, your offsets, your Webbers, my Webbers underneath there. You maintain them, you're not going to have any issues with them, more than likely. Yes, the rare thing is going to happen where you get a lemon or something like that, but thankfully, I haven't. It's done exactly what I needed it to do and beyond. So, with that being said, I hope that answers your question. You can go see past cooks that I've done on this. But to answer the question, I've answered 2 or 3 times. I'm going to answer it again. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would. Knowing what I know and everything about it, you better believe it. I would buy this again. So, with that being said, this has been Derek from Big D Smokehouse. Till we meet again.